I think you're amazing. And I want to ask you out on a date.
Ed really pisses me off.
So I'm at 396. I'm going to drop it to 380. Again, these are just numbers to you. You're pretty.
Sup? Imagine you're a girl. Wow, that worked for a lot of you. And you actually had a boyfriend who was so fat that he called you fat and then broke up with you to the point that you started pole dancing because you wanted to lose weight just to please that fatty. Well, that's exactly what happened on today's episode of Big Ed Watch. Big Ed, watch your mouth. I don't know why he said that, but Big Ed has gone off the deep end once again and has got himself in some hot water by insinuating that his girlfriend Liz is a fat person or didn't look as good as she used to the point that she actually started pole dancing to lose weight for him. It's unsavory, but it's not off-brand, if you know what I mean. Welcome to Big Ed Watch. I'm your host, sixteenleo, and what we do here is watch a bowling ball ruin his life one step at a time. Take a seat, have a drink, you're gonna need it, and eat something. But before you do, I'd like to plug something, which I don't do often, I'm not a plumber. I'd like to plug Badvice, a show that I made because I give really bad advice. I don't know, for whatever reason, people really like the advice that I gave on my main channel, to the point that I thought, it would be cool to create a podcast. So I did it with my friends who I think I have some good chemistry with, and together, we host this podcast and we get on guests who I really like, talk about topics that literally range from R. Kelly to flat earthers. And I hope you give it a watch and you like it, because that is something that I'm going to be doing every week. So podcast is starting. Thank you so much for taking the time to even look at it. Tell me what you think down below, and that is all I'll bother you with today. Actually, I do want to bother you with one other thing. How is your mental health? I decided that I needed to ask that question to whoever's watching. Please let me know down below. I will be reading the comments and I will be replying. Make sure you take care of yourselves, because I've had a really tough few weeks, and I know that, these videos are videos and it's all funny, but I need you to take care of yourself so I can take care of myself and we can all get through this year. Got a few more months and I think we can do it. I just wanted to say that you're doing well. Okay, Big Ed time. It's Big Ed time. It's Big Ed time. Do you think they have a song like that? I wish there was a UK club that just had his face there and played that song. And only he was allowed to enter, because he'd, harass everyone else. Anyway, if you haven't been watching the series, please do catch yourself up. This is from Happily Ever After. Happily Married? I don't know. Shrek, maybe? Big Ed is with his partner Liz. He's engaged. She's his fiancée, but she doesn't fiancé half the shit she thinks. And when she does, she fion leaves. Last time he was doing a photo shoot and Liz did not seem happy that Big Ed was showing the model too much attention, to the point she actually left. And now they're fighting and they have to repair that situation, which is always awkward when a person is like friends with both of them and is in the middle of that situation.
These are awesome.
You actually know what you're doing.
This is what? Sorry, I just want to go back to that sensor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you know a 6-letter swear word? Oh, this is f***ed. That's what she said. I thought she was saying this is shit or something that had like extra words at the back.
That's exactly how I thought the shoot was gonna go. Like, I knew he wasn't gonna try to actually teach me. He wasn't even like telling me things. It was just him and Alex.
So yeah, just to catch you up, little refresher course. Big Ed is a photographer. He's taking pictures. Liz is like, hey, I'd like to do a hobby with you. I'd like to learn your interests. She tries to learn from Big Ed, and Big Ed's like, you don't know what you're doing. And then he says a bunch of random numbers like he's a mathematician and sort of excludes her from his process, and she gets annoyed. And I don't know who's in the right here, but I know that both of them are a horrible match when they fight, and nothing good can come of this.
I mean, I thought it was gonna be easier because Alex is my friend. So
you did say she has no neck. I'm not gonna lie. Liz crossed a little bit of line. There was a picture that Big Ed took and she's like, she doesn't even have a neck. And she said it to Big Ed.
it looks like she has no neck.
I mean, like, that's a little on the nose, don't you think?
The fact that he doesn't even care right now to even like hear me out or hear like what I don't know, whatever.
Alex, great job.
Hey, thanks.
Liz gets so mad she walks away from the place, which is kind of sad, and Big Ed is busy with his client, or I guess pro bono client, Alex, who's Liz's friend.
You're supposed to teach Liz too, right?
But when she's like, oh, she doesn't have a neck, I'm like, yes, she does. That was the one where she I'm like, what are you talking about?
It looks like a very normal photo. I really think that these two just got in a big fight and they used her as a scapegoat. Poor Alex. She's just sitting there like, this is not a neck. This is just like me turning sideways. Imagine your friend like roasted you because of their partner. Can you imagine like you're sitting down and they take a picture and they're like, oh, you look like an ugly warthog. Thanks, Daniel. All I did was this. But all right, nice to know what you think of me.
Well, I get what she's saying, like kind of hunched over.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess Alex is such a good friend. She's like, yeah, I get it. I don't look like I have a neck. Holy crap, I look like a man too. She's my friend. What a good friend Alex is. I'd be so mad if my friend said, hey man, Leo looks like a trash can. Just to throw me under the bus for someone else. I'd throw fists. Really, don't say I look bad. I know I look bad.
I'm trying to stay out of it, but he didn't seem to be listening to her when she was giving her opinion. And I think she's just frustrated and wants her opinions to be heard and valued.
I mean, look, this is a really tough position for me to be in. Can you imagine Liz being like, she looks like she doesn't have a neck, and Big Ed being like, you're right, this bitch looks neckless. Alex, do this. Oh, yeah, no, she has one. I was scared for a second. I mean, it's a hard thing to agree with, but I do admit that Big Ed was trying to show off. He was doing a little showboating with his camera. He's like, started throwing out numbers that had nothing to do with anything. Oh, 264. You wouldn't get it. Nobody gets that. That has nothing to do with anything. I'm really sure this man is not a photographer still. And the other thing I just want to say is, dude, can you stop wearing shirts that promote yourself? This man is so self-promotional. Who the hell else is even gonna see this? He's wearing a shirt that says Big Ed, taking a photo of one girl who knows him. Who's he promoting this to? The only other person is Liz, his fiancée. Can you imagine if I wore a robe that said Leo when I walked in and opened it and disrobed in front of my wife and she's like, oh, now I know who you are.
And if you're gonna have a healthy relationship, you have to understand your, partner's feelings no matter what.
I probably took it the wrong way.
You probably always should apologize.
Yeah.
Words to live by. You probably always should apologize. You bowling ball, you crazy. I'm not sure he was fully in the wrong. I think both of them have said some stuff that they probably regret. Big Ed and Liz genuinely seem like a couple that I assume when they're good seem to be going pretty well, but when they're bad are horrible to be around. I just imagine they're that couple who just start shit in front of everyone and it's just disgusting to see.
I think, I kind of corrected her in front of Alex and she didn't like that.
You think so, do you? She walked away. She's not there right now. You think you hurt her feelings. All right, Sherlock, homie. Go get him.
Great job.
I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, definitely.
Okay.
All right, take care. She's a Gemini. I'm a Taurus. We're both very headstrong.
Oh, I never took Big Ed for one of those people, the astronomer type. Some girls are like, I'm a Taurus. He's a Cancer. We'll get along. He's a Scorpio. I hate that batch. I've never got it. All I know is I'm a Leo. That means I'm a lion. But I did not know Big Ed was one of those people.
And sometimes in a relationship, it's not all roses. I guess I got to pick up this all by myself. Oh, well.
This poor man. I guess I gotta pick this all up by myself. Oh well. What is your fiance used for? What are you using her for? Is she like a mule that you just drop your equipment on? Hey honey, just take this shit. Was this really what you used her for? She wanted to do a hobby with you and you're like, honey, carry all the equipment because you're taller, stronger, and better looking than me. Big Ed doing puppy dog eyes is like the first time anyone can willingly turn their head away from that and be like, I don't want to see puppy dog eyes with you. So anyway, after the shoot, Big Ed finally picks up the pieces and confronts, or I guess consoles, his girlfriend Liz.
I want to apologize to her, but I also want her to understand that the point I was trying to make is that you don't correct a photographer in front of a client, and that's it. And she took that the wrong way. So I was wrong. She was wrong.
Right. Okay, well, I mean, I'm assuming there's some maturity there. Big Ed is walking back to Liz and he's like, I was wrong, she was wrong, let's try and talk about it. He's known to be a controlling, manipulating person. I would love to see how he apologizes, because he's good at apologizing. Let's be real, this man can apologize the hell out of a situation. Him actually taking action thereafter, almost never.
I'm sure I'm gonna have to clean that up. There goes my back.
Oh, he's such a guilt-tripping man. Oh, I guess I have to pick that up all by myself. I guess I'm just a lowly photographer. I don't know what to do. Guess it's just me, photography. Dude, you chose to be in the middle of nowhere to take that shit there. How did you even get it there in the first place? Did Liz carry it? Why are you out here blaming everyone for your broken back? Either find a way to carry your equipment, get a wheelbarrow for all I care, or don't say anything about it every time. Blew up my back because nobody helped me. Whew, picture this, Liz. You picking up my shit. Picture that.
Sorry I snapped at you. I love you. You're my fiance, but you weren't my fiance in that photo shoot. You were somebody that I was teaching my technique to. And baby, I'm not perfect.
I don't feel like you're a teacher.
Yeah, I don't feel like you were teaching, bro. I remember you just throwing out some numbers and then telling her she wouldn't understand like it was a NASA code or something. You don't know spaceships. 24683. You don't know Top Gun Maverick. I met Tom Cruise. You just like shut her down for no reason.
You weren't even talking to me. You were talking to her and showing off, and your face, your eyes, everything was somewhere else.
What do you, on my subject?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Ed on that one. As much as you'd like to think this man is perfect, he can't take photos like this. Perfect.
There are times where she can grow up a little. As much as it keeps me young, it's a challenge. It is. And when she acts immature, it gives me pause.
Woo! Damn, I mean, damn right he was alone when he called her immature, because if he did that actually while she was there, this man would have got a Floyd Mayweather fight out of it. I would have to agree. I think one of the big things about a relationship that has an age gap where the person is like twice your age or half your age, definitely there's some generational differences there, and probably, maybe most possibly, maturity differences. People are at different stages in their lives, and I never really understood personally how it works. Of course, I'm not in his position, so I don't know. I guess on your worst days, it becomes quite a different fight because two of you are thinking from two different standpoints. Big Ed has been on this earth twice as long as Liz. He's like an old willow tree. He knows a lot.
I still don't feel like you're hearing me.
Okay.
I'm not just your assistant, or I don't want to be your assistant. I want to learn, ask questions, or feel like you give an interest on,
I do all that.
Liz should have said, I put the ass in assistant. I don't know if that would have fixed their fight, but I would have laughed, and I think they would have had makeup sex. And I'm imagining that now. So how much is bleach? Is it on sale?
But
No,
you were
didn't.
critiquing me.
I wasn't trying to
and
critique
you-
it. I
I'm
made
teaching
one
you.
comment, and then I said,
Right, you're like,
"Or-
she looks like she doesn't have a neck.
Ooh, I love when people just talk over each other. That's fun. That's really fun in a relationship. Hey, how you doing? Oh, you're talking over me now. What the hell is wrong with you? Okay, I'll just... Okay, then.
There's just both ways we could have handled it. I could have worded it better, but then you could have also
So
asked
I'm
me my opinion.
I'm
Oh,
apologizing.
I'm sorry too.
Okay, great.
That's a hell of an apology. I'm apologizing. Well, I'm sorry! Great. Glad we both got that out the way. Liz is, you know, she's definitely got her emotions. She wears her heart on her sleeve. I wouldn't say she's the most calculated person, and Big Ed is almost too methodical in the fact that he can't even empathize with her in certain situations, and I think that's where the issue lies.
The main reasons why Ed and I broke up in the past was because he was so
Fat.
controlling.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Ed and I have an age difference.
64.
Sometimes it sucks,
Oh, I thought you were going to say it.
especially in moments like this.
And I'm feeling Dad come out in tonight's altercation.
What? Your dad, dad come what? I was sorry, what? Dad come out? Well, that is something that you don't want to hear from your partner. I'm feeling dad come out. Yeah, not really something that you want to hear. You want to hear dad E. That DY makes a difference.
Which has been problems in the past. Nobody wants to screw their dad at night.
Very specific. Nobody wants to screw their dad in the morning or afternoon or brunch or any other fucking time, I would assume. I'm not sure why you chose that specific time period. That was weird.
I love him, but I know love is not enough to make a relationship work.
I guess she's right. I'm assuming what she means is it also takes communication, rationale, and a lot of other things that go into the magic of love. Love is a magic thing. It's a feeling of, you know, spontaneity and all these amazing feelings that need to be backed up and rooted in really, really good foundation so that it can last. Otherwise, that feeling will fade very quickly and you'll have yourself a man who's 2'6" and constantly negging at you every day. Sorry, is that too real?
You're very smart. You're very bright.
Oh my god, he is talking to her like a dad. Oh shit. You're very smart. You're super bright. Now go to bed.
But you're also very stubborn, just like me. I mean,
I don't know. Let's just not work together. Let's just not.
Oh, he did the classic Big Ed thing. He does that nod, like when someone asks, do you want an extra large fries? And he's like, I'll have 6.
You're carrying that.
I'm not carrying that to the car.
Be a
My
man
back
for
is
once.
hurting me. I'm
okay,
serious.
well, I'll be back.
God damn. So this is how toxic relationships are. I'm not carrying that to the car. Big Ed guilt trips her. She walks to the car and says, be a man for once. That's a really shitty thing to say to anyone. I don't care what kind of a girl you shouldn't be saying that. And then he's out here still guilt tripping her, being like, man, this is all my equipment. I'm so short and tubby. Carry it for me, please. And she actually does it because she knows Big Ed's not going to make it to the car if she doesn't do it.
Carry it to the car first.
Thank you.
Yep.
Big Ed won. He got someone else to carry his shit for him. This is why he married her. You should have married a golf cart. That shit didn't take stuff. So it's the next day, and Liz is now talking to her friend Alex, the one who was at the photography shoot, and she's sort of confiding in her and talking about the fight and what happened. This is where the hectic stuff happens. And the last thing that they end with is Big Ed saying, am I getting any, referring to sex? And Liz says she's a sure thing, ensuring that the one thing that they probably still do is each other, which is disgusting to most people, but somehow endearing that their physical intimacy is not compromised. I thought of all things, this bowling ball and this woman would not be physically intimate, but it seems to be, honestly, maybe the only thing holding their relationship together at this point. My theory remains, he has a magnum dong. Comment below, why do you think Liz is still with this man? But that is how this episode ends. There's a lot to break down there. The fact that Liz has so many issues, the fact that Big Ed has his insecurities to this day, after many relationships, hasn't seemed to fix it. Even his therapist doesn't seem to be doing things to help him. His mom and daughter have like seemingly ostracized him. They're having an engagement very soon. They're both on different pages of different books and think they're reading the same chapter. This is tons wrong. I cannot wait to see the conclusion of this. I don't know when we're gonna get it. I'm gonna be here on Big Ed Watch with you guys until then, but I just want to see how their relationship works. Let's have a bet as usual. Do you think they're gonna make it to the end, or do you think they're not? I think they'll make it, but I think it's only because they're codependent on each other. And I don't know how that's gonna look. I'm very worried about their relationship, but I'm too excited not to watch. So I'll be here on the next iteration of Big Ed Watch. I'm your host, Leo. And yeah, if you could take anything from this, hopefully you take the fact that LA has twerk clubs at midday. Find yourself a twerk club, back your ass up on someone. Gotta do good for somebody. There's not enough backing their ass up in the world. Thank you. Thank you, whoever invented twerking. You've done a great service to humanity. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.